Hello friends! Welcome back to the Chanel. It's Leilani. So if there's one thing that I love to do on this channel, that is give you guys a good Asian beauty haul. I noticed that I clap a lot in my intros. What's up with that? But anywho, if you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you are no stranger to my Japanese beauty hauls, which is kind of how I started off this channel back when I was living in Tokyo. And y'all also know that whenever I do go back to Japan, I always come home with a buttload of Japanese products. I always stock up because I just never know the next time I'm gonna go back to Japan. So you could only imagine my excitement when YesStyle reached out to me. If you're not familiar with YesStyle, they're essentially e-commerce website that has pretty much every Asian beauty product known to man. So I was freaking stoked to stock up on some of my favorite products, but I was also really interested in trying out some new products, especially with more like Korean skincare and makeup products because I'm a little bit more well-versed in Japanese products. So YesStyle was extremely generous and sent me this huge package. We have a crap ton of product to get through. I've been trying to test out all these products because most of them are new to me, so that's why this video has taken a little bit of time to get out. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just get straight into the haul. Okay, girl. Y'all already know the first brand that I'm going to talk about right now, so let's just get it out of the way. CanMake, baby. CanMake. It is no secret on this channel that this is my favorite Japanese drugstore beauty brand of all time. The quality, pop-in, price, economical, packaging, to die for. So first, I think I want to talk about what I'm most excited about, and it's some new blushes that I picked out. And as I was looking in my makeup drawer, I actually realized that all my blushes at the moment are from CanMake. They just make the best formulations and the prettiest colors. So if you've watched any of my Japanese makeup hauls in the past, you know that I am freaking obsessed with their Glow Fleur cheeks. They're these really beautiful multicolored floral powdered blushes. So I already have a ton of these. You could also find these on YesStyle, but something that I noticed were these adorable CanMake powder cheeks, and look at the cute little heart embossment. They will simply never fail on making just the most adorable makeup products I have ever freaking seen. But more importantly than the packaging, the product itself is 10 out of freaking 10. So I picked up two different shades here. The first one is in P01, which in my opinion is the perfect neutral mid-tone pink shade that I was looking for. Like when I think to myself perfect pink blush, this is exactly what I am envisioning. Even though this is a powdered blush, there is the slightest bit of sheen to it. It's not glittery or sparkly. It's this perfect light, almost slightly pearlescent look to it that gives the cheeks the most beautiful, healthy glow. So I'm absolutely obsessed with this color, and I got the second one. This is P02, which if you could see them side by side, this one is definitely a bit lighter, and I was kind of worried that this would be too light for my skin tone, but I've been wanting a color like this in my collection for the longest time because it adds this perfect flushed but not really there kind of look to your cheeks. And I like actually layering this as a base color onto my cheeks and then adding something a little more vibrant like P01 on top. It kind of creates like a gradient look on your cheeks, if that makes sense, and creates the most like beautiful, blurry, glowing from within look. So this has been a game changer in my collection recently. I love this one. And next I picked up more of these cream blushes. If you guys watched my last haul, you know that I picked this one up specifically in the shade P05, which is the most beautiful lilac-y purple tone blush that I have ever seen. But what really won me over was the formulation. I did not think that I was a cream blush girl, but CanMake changed that for me, so I love this one so much. I picked up two more shades that I found on the website. This first one here is P01, and by the way, the P stands for Pearl Finish. So this shade right here is simply stunning. This is like the perfect pinky spring shade that I was looking for with a little bit of a corally peachy undertone. I've personally never owned this in my collection, but when I applied this, it immediately reminded me of NARS. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's a crazy name for a makeup product. What the frick, NARS? But that's a cult classic, and this shade just reminds me so much of it. Just the perfect pinky shade, and these powder blushes layer so nicely on top of this one. And I noticed that just adding a cream blush underneath really extends the longevity of your blush, and you can see that color all throughout the day. And then I picked up a second cream cheek. This is in the shade PO2, and this shade blew my mind because I don't have anything like this in my collection right now. And the first time I applied it, I was shook because I have been looking for a shade that makes my cheeks look slightly sunburned. For my skin tone, this is the exact color. It almost is kind of like a burnt berry kind of tone, and this one is a little bit of a deeper shade, so I just think that it would look so universally flattering on a bunch of different skin tones. I freaking love this one. PO2 is that girl. So I'm just really excited that I have 3 in my collection now, and they're all really different kinds of shades, so I needed all of them. And then I picked up 2 different powders from Can Make. The first one you guys have seen on my channel many a times. It is a refill of the Can Make Marshmallow Finish Powder. If you guys saw my last haul, I actually got a new refill while I was in Japan, and I have already hit pan because I use this every single day. So I needed to stock up on a refill, and this is in the shade MO. And I do love this powder because it does make your skin look as soft as a marshmallow, as the name implies. But the reason why this is my go-to setting powder on the go is because if you could see here, this has SPF 50 in it, which I don't think I've ever seen in a setting powder. So even though I do wear sunscreen every single day, on days where I'm wearing makeup and I need to reapply some SPF, I just throw on a bit of this powder. So I bring this with me everywhere, and I'm honestly a little shiny right now, so time for a touch-up. And then I actually picked up a second powder from Can Make. This is the Silky Loose Moist powder. I like to have a pressed powder for on the go, but when I'm doing my makeup in the morning, I do enjoy using a loose powder. And I love that this one is so finely milled, so it doesn't look cakey whatsoever. You could also bake with this a little bit. However, I did pick this up in the shade 01, which is a little bit too light for me at the moment, so I might have to save this until the winter time. But if I want an extra brightening under my eye, I think this is the powder that I'm gonna go for. And then of course some eyeliners and mascaras that you guys know I have repeat purchased over and over again. Can Make just knows what they're doing. So I have here the Can Make Creamy Touch eyeliners, which I have raved about for years now, and specifically the shade 03 Dark Brown. I wear this every single day to tightline my eyes, and this eyeliner is just perfection to me. I love that it is a retractable eyeliner pencil, so you don't have to sharpen it. It's incredibly creamy and the color is so rich, but once these are on, they're not coming off. This is long wearing. So I got 2 in my favorite shade, but then I got one in more of a fun color because they do have a really great variety, and I've never tried this one before. It's in the shade 04 Garnet Burgundy, and this shade is so freaking beautiful. And I love that with their more colorful eyeliners, they're still extremely wearable for every day, but when I do swatch this side by side with the dark brown, you really get to see that burgundy shade come out. So yeah, I just wanted something kind of fun and extra because I typically stick to the same makeup routine every day, so this will be a fun way to switch it up a little bit. And then of course I had to pick up a Can Make Quick Curl Mascara in the shade Brown. This is my everyday bottom lash mascara because this has a very unique wand. It is in the shape of a comb, so it really coats every single lash and makes them look quite natural. And I just prefer brown shade for my lower lashes because my lower lashes are oddly kind of long and I don't want them to look that spidery or dramatic, so this is perfect and it's so waterproof. And speaking of mascaras, in my last Japanese beauty haul, I showed you guys that I finally got the Heroin Make Long and Curl mascara. This Japanese mascara has been a cult classic for years and years and years, and I finally tried it out and have become obsessed with it. But one of you guys commented to get the waterproof version. So this is the Kiss Me Heroin Make Volume Up Mascara in waterproof in the shade Black. And y'all already know what I'm gonna say. This excessive packaging is crazy for a little tube of mascara. And here's them side by side. The one with the pink cap is the original. This one's the waterproof. And I will say they are quite different. I love the OG long and curl. I did notice with this formula though that they have little fibers in it, which I think kind of look like extensions on your eyelashes. And that can look a little bit clumpy. But this volume up waterproof version looks a lot more like clean girl to me. This one defines every lash and does give volume without looking clumpy. It really comes through every lash. And the waterproof power of this is incredible. This does not transfer onto my eyelids at all. So when I combined the both of them, that is where the magic happened. So I put on the OG long and curl mascara first to get a lot of that length. And then once that dries, I went in with the waterproof version, cleaned out the clumps so it didn't look as spidery. And tell me these aren't absolutely gorgeous. So this is currently my favorite mascara combo. I feel like they have never looked better. So next, I realized that it has actually been a while since I picked up a new felt tip eyeliner. So I picked up these two from Deja Vu. This one is in Buraku Brown, black brown, and then I picked up the black shade as well. I absolutely love how thin and precise the brush is. It creates really nice even strokes of color. I really love the black brown shade for every day, but I do love me a good deep rich black eyeliner. So I like having both shades in my collection, and these just perform so well. Like if you haven't noticed, I am a very expressive person. I'm smiling a lot throughout the day, making lots of facial expressions. So sometimes I notice when I do my little wing, it can wear off throughout the day, but these have really kept up. My eyes can also water a bit sometimes, but these are just so waterproof and long wearing. I am very, very impressed. I don't know why I ever stopped using these, but they're fantastic. So I believe that is all the Japanese makeup. So now I'm so excited to show you guys the Korean products because like I said, I'm just not as familiar, but I've obviously heard so many good things about Korean makeup and skincare. And one of those items that I've heard so much about is the viral Tier Cushion Foundation. My sister actually picked this up while we were in Japan together, and towards the very end of the trip, I think I borrowed and tried this and became freaking hooked. So I actually purchased this when I came back home to the US because it was on sale, and I'm almost out of this one. So I was very excited to finally pick up a backup, and I use the shade 21N, which I'm now realizing is definitely my winter shade, so I might need to go darker next time. But girlies, this Tier foundation went viral for a freaking reason, and if you've ever tried it, you know. This is so incredibly long wearing. This covers up so much while still making your skin look really skin-like and natural. Plus the upside about cushion foundations is that you don't need any makeup sponges or brushes. It also has a nice big mirror, so this is actually really great for traveling. And because this one has quickly become my holy grail, I was so excited to try this mini one. I also got this one in 21N, and look how freaking cute this pink packaging is. Look how cute they are side by side. So the red one I believe is the original. This is the Tier Mask Fit Red Cushion, and the pink one is the Mask Fit All Cover Cushion. And I picked this one out because I read that this is suitable for more oily skin types. And this pink one claims to prevent smudging and has 72 hours of makeup persistence. I mean, I don't know why you would want to be wearing makeup for 72 hours, but I just think this is going to be perfect for traveling because of its cute little compact size. Or if you want to touch up throughout the day, you could just pop this in your purse because it's so tiny. She's so small. So I believe that's Tier's most well-known product. So I was very excited to see that they had lip tints. These are the hydrating and glow lasting Waterism Glow tints. So I have a few favorite Japanese lip tints, and I think the only Korean ones that I tried were from Romand. That's actually how I got into them. And then I noticed that it finally started catching up in the Western market. And as you could see, I was very excited and picked up 3 different shades. So first, let's just appreciate this incredible packaging. How adorable are these? They're so compact and cute, like little ice cubes stacked up on one another. I'm obsessed with this. I watched a bunch of swatching videos to see which shades that I wanted, and the first one that I picked out is number 29, Ebony, and this one is one of the prettiest cool tone nudie pink colors, and it's so unique to my collection. I knew I had to have it. And then I got shade number 1 in Mauve Rose. I'm an absolute sucker for mauve tones, so I just really gravitated towards this one. And then I picked up 03 Sand Monde, and this one is like the perfect pinky brown shade. Like if you kind of like Charlotte Tilbury, Pillow Talk, that kind of color family, I think you would really enjoy this. So not only are the shades freaking stunning, but the formulation of these are so beautiful. They're so light and have a nice, comfortable, watery quality to them. And the staining power is quite good. I'm actually wearing these two shades today. I first went in with Sand Monde all over and then went with Mauve Rose and kind of put it on the center of my lips. And I've been yapping for a couple hours now and I still think the color looks fantastic. And these all also have a little bit of glitter in them. But I noticed that when I would rub my lips together, I didn't feel any graininess or anything. They just add a cute little sparkle. So I thought that was a fun touch. And they're also just so affordable. So these have become my new hyperfixation. And then I picked up a lot of concealers from the Korean brand The Saem. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I can't believe I have never talked about this on my channel before because I actually started using this concealer years ago when I was living in Japan. It is the Saem concealer in the doe foot applicator. This may just look like your typical concealer, nothing fancy. It's unassuming, but this tiny little thing is the best performing concealer I have ever used. I can't even tell you how many tubes of these I have gone through over the years. For the price and the quality, I just don't know how you can beat this. Just a little bit of this goes a long way. It is also really light, watery consistency, but just adds such great coverage. So you really don't need much, which is why it is just this tiny, compact packaging, which I personally love because I could throw this into any purse. So this is my holy grail concealer. So I got the shade that I always get in 1.5, and I also got a lighter shade in 1.25 to kind of brighten up my under eye area. And also that's another thing, this is like one of the only concealers that doesn't crease up under my eyes. Once it sets, it's not going anywhere. So because I love those concealers so much, when I saw that the Saem has a pencil concealer, I just had to try it out. It was actually my sister that found these first, and we just thought it was such a cool concept to have a pencil concealer, because sometimes when you're trying to spot conceal using a makeup brush or my fingers sometimes are a little too stubby, and I want precision. So these have really come in handy. They're so creamy and easy to work with, and you would just sharpen them like any other eyeliner or lip pencil. I have the Saem sharpener right here. So yeah, these have completely changed my base routine game, and I got the shade 1.5 and 1.0. And I even got a third concealer from the Saem. It is their Cover Perfection Triple Pot Concealer. It has been a long time since I've used a pot concealer, but I was intrigued because, as you can see, this one has a green tone to cancel out any redness on your face, a peachy tone which cancels out blues and purples, especially for my dark circles, and a skin tone shade. And I feel like this is just the perfect product for those days when you don't want to do a full beat, but you want to even out your skin tone, not look like such a zombie. So all you really need is this. And I am so freaking excited about these two products here. They're from Rome and I've only ever used the lip tints from this brand, so I was very intrigued by this product. It is the Universe Liquid Glitter Eyeliners. I picked up two shades because they looked absolutely gorgeous. Freaking stunning. So this one here looks like a nice kind of champagne-y everyday glitter shade. This is in 07 Mystic Moon. and then I picked up one that's a little bit more of a pinky tone. And when I tested these out, I was shocked by just how pigmented they are. I have just been yearning to have a glitter liner back in my collection because I want to bring back the Euphoria makeup, you guys. I feel like just doing a line in the crease would look so cool, even putting some in your tear ducts. Just spice things up a little bit, make your makeup a little extra fun for nights when you're going out or something. So that was all the makeup. So we're moving into skincare, which I honestly didn't get a whole lot of in this haul, but when I saw this on YesStyle, I had to pick it up because this is probably one of the most viral sunscreens I have ever seen. It is in fact the Beauty of Joseon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's just their viral sunscreen that I have seen all over social media. And you guys know that I am a loyal Japanese sunscreen girly. I have been using it since I was a teenager. I could just never find a sunscreen formulation here in the US that I liked. So I have always stuck with Japanese sunscreens. And this is my very first Korean one, and girl, I totally get the hype with this product. If you need a new sunscreen, look no further. This is a really unique consistency to me because usually with my Japanese sunscreens, those are more of a gel formula. So it's really hydrating and honestly kind of feels like a second moisturizer that you're putting on. So I love the hydrating aspect, but those really make you look like a glazed donut. Like your face looks wet, which I actually don't mind because it makes a really great makeup base. Like it makes my makeup still look really nice and dewy and glowy. And with this one, I noticed that it's still a really nice lightweight moisturizing formula and it's really non-greasy, which I like. And I noticed that once this sets, my skin doesn't look wet. Like it just looks hydrated and healthy. So I think this is actually really great for people who also don't wear makeup and don't want their face to look like a glazed donut when they go out into the world. I just freaking love this. I only have good things to say. It's SPF 50. It's made with rice and probiotics. So whatever they're putting in this, I'm eating it up. I have been using this every single day since I've gotten it. I will say that the only thing is that this is 50 milliliters, and I think the Japanese sunscreens that I have come with more product, but that's okay. And just got a few Japanese skincare products that you guys have already seen before, so I'll try to zoom through these. Of course, I got a refill packet of my favorite makeup cleansing oil from Softimo. I always get the pink one. This is their Speedy Cleansing Oil. This removes all of my makeup, including my waterproof mascara, so this has just been a holy grail for years now. I honestly wish that more brands here in the US would pick up on this refill packet thing because I really hate throwing out all my bottles. It just feels really wasteful. So I love a refill packet. And next I got two of my freaking favorite eye cream of all time. The name is kind of scary. It's like placenta whitening eye cream. I know it sounds sus, but trust me when I say this is the best, most nourishing eye cream. I don't know what the frick they're putting in this, but it is incredible. It is such a nice, rich, thick formula. It's so nourishing. I swear it just like blurs out any fine lines that I have. And the best part for me is that this actually wears really great under makeup. Some eye creams that I've tried in the past kind of pill up when I try to put makeup on top of it. So this doesn't interfere with my under eye concealer at all. Like y'all know that I recently went back to Japan last fall and I couldn't find this anywhere. So I was shickety shockety shook when I found this on YesStyle. So I obviously had to stock up. So I picked up two. I will always, always, always repurchase this. Thank you, YesStyle. And of course I had to restock on my favorite Japanese moisturizer of all time. I've shown this many times, but it's from Haralabo, but it is in the blue premium bottle. This is their brightening milk. I still can't believe that this is a drugstore brand. It's the first time I ever got introduced to hyaluronic acid. It feels nourishing and rich while also still feeling really lightweight and comfortable. So I'm just obsessed with this. I had to get a new bottle as well as a refill packet because I never want to run out of this. And I was also really happy to see that YesStyle carried a lot of Japanese hair care. So I had to pick up a backup of the Pheno hair mask. This is also viral for a reason, you guys. This just completely revives my hair because at least the area that I live in, we have really hard water, which is terrible. It makes my hair literally feel crispy. Absolutely disgusting. So this really nourishes it and just brings it back to life. Like whatever moisture that is putting into my hair, just absorbs it and sucks it up. Sorry, I've been filming for a long time. I could tell I'm getting a little weird. Then I got a matching shampoo and conditioner set from And Honey. These have also gone viral, so I was so freaking excited to try these out. I specifically got their moist repair line, and oh my god. I know I keep saying this in this video, but you guys, the hype is real. The hype is real. I could literally smell the product out of the nozzle right now. Something about Japanese hair care and body products smell incredible to me. Like, there's something addicting about them. And they just smell different from Western products. Tell me if you guys also notice that. I've been using these for the past couple of days now, but I literally noticed a difference after the first wash. I actually have naturally wavy hair. I just straightened it today. But if you have wavy hair, you know that it just requires a lot more moisture. So that's why I was drawn to this moist repair line. And I instantly noticed after I used these that my hair felt so much more hydrated and moisturized without that heavy greasy feeling. And what also kind of shocked me is that it was way easier to style my hair. Normally throughout the day, my hair does like to resort back into its natural wavy texture, but since using these, anytime I heat style my hair, it is keeping whatever shape I give it. If I straighten it, it's staying straight. If I curl my hair for the day, it's keeping those curls. I love these, and the packaging is just so stinking adorable. I think I found my new addiction. So that was a lot of beauty products to get through, but I was quite shocked to see on YesStyle that they had some Miffy items. I have recently converted over to being a Miffy fanatic, and I was kind of shocked to see how many Miffy items they had on their website, so I did pick out a few items. This first item here has me in a chokehold. Just observe. Your eyes are not fooling you. It is indeed a pink corduroy Miffy makeup pouch. This is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. I also screamed when I saw on the zipper it has a little gold Miffy charm, and even on the inside it has this adorable little Miffy print. So yeah, safe to say I'm freaking obsessed with this. I literally always need pouches for some reason, so very excited to add this into the collection. I also picked up this adorable little Miffy compact mirror. I carry a little compact mirror like this with me everywhere I go, so I needed to have this little Miffy one. It's this really cute baby pink background with, of course, the star of the show, Miffy, accompanied by two little cherries. Like, what the frick? Could they have made a cuter design? Do my little makeup touch-ups. So freaking cute. And recently I broke my favorite mug, so I have been looking for a good replacement. So when I saw this on the website, I actually lost my shit. This is me in a mug right here. It's little Miffy, just enjoying her life under the glorious cherry blossoms. That design is to die for. I cannot wait to drink out of this every single morning. And I was also really excited to see that this ceramic is indeed made in Japan. And of course, to go with my Miffy mug, I did have to pick out this really cute stainless steel Miffy teaspoon. Like, this is the most adorable thing I have ever laid my eyes on, and they just go perfectly together. It's just the little things like this that bring me so much joy. And I was also surprised to see that this spoon is also made in Japan, so that's fun. Okay guys, we did it. We made it till the very end of this haul. Thank you all so much for making it until the very end if you did. And a huge thank you again to YesStyle for all of these incredible products. I could get all of my Japanese and Korean skincare and makeup and beauty favorites all in one place. So that is going to be incredibly helpful from here on out. And if you like any of the products that I've shown today, I'll make sure to link all of them down below. I always love hearing when you guys try out my recommendations and they become your new favorite products. And I also really like hearing your guys' recommendations too. So yeah, thank you so much for spending this time with little old me, letting me yap about all my favorite products and whatnot. If there's one small favor that I could ask you guys, please make sure to interact with this video in any way you can, whether that's liking or commenting, but more importantly, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and hit the bell notification because you'll be notified anytime I post. So I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and until next time, bye-bye.